Joining me now from Southern California, president of Wilsey Asset Management, Brent Wilsey. Brent, we want to help the farmers. And by the way, I think you and I are old enough to remember Farm Aid in the 1980s. And, you know, the whole concert, I don't know, Willie Nelson, I can't remember. I barely remember anything from the 80s. But the bottom line is this is a taxpayer form of farm aid. This country, though, was not built on subsidies like this. So we've got to get back to the free markets as soon as possible.
Yeah, we do. And I do remember in the past, too, there was a long time ago, not a long time ago, maybe 10 years ago, when oil was so high, the farmers, I remember they drove their tractors to the White House and so forth. We have helped out farmers in the past. It is a mainstay that we have here in the United States, farm. We need that farm to continue to produce food. The thing is, we're kind of stuck with a short-term problem here is that the farmers are growing the food, it's not being used. It's going to be spoiled, obviously. So what we have to do is put a Band-Aid on this for them. I'm sure we can sell that food somewhere else if China doesn't want it. But keep in mind, China has how many people? Are they going to starve? No, I think, again, we're here in a good position. But I think we do need to put a Band-Aid on this for the farmers so they don't have their crops just dry up and blow away.
Right. And on one side, you have the soybean farmers, which, China was a huge customer for soybeans. They're being hammered, and they're going to benefit from this aid. On the other side of the coin, though, you have like the garlic farmers in California, who are actually benefiting from this and doing very, very well. So they're not the ones that need the help. But in the meantime, we have this U.S., Mexico, Canada trade deal, which is very interesting because it's all done. It's apparently all signed, sealed, and not quite delivered because it's got to work its way through Congress. And Nancy Pelosi and company don't seem to be very much in a hurry to take care of this. But this is a good deal, it at least appears to me on paper, because it does wipe out the tariffs.
And you're right, Graham. And of course, I do believe she is stalling. And what I want to do is, like, we have a long weekend. Just take it home with you. Sit down, focus on it, read about it. It doesn't take two weeks to do this. It is a good deal. I mean, gosh, U.S. farmers get more access to Canadian dairy. IP copyright laws go from 50 years up to 70 years beyond the life of the author. You got the country of origin rules, labor provisions. A lot of good things in there. Nancy, take this home, look at it, come back next week, and let's get this thing signed and done.
Yeah, read it while you're getting your nails done or your hair done or maybe a new injection of Botox. Capital goods, dropping capital goods. Now, this is not alarming unless there's, I would imagine, Brent, there are consecutive and maybe other numbers that would go along with this, but it's something to look at, is it not?
Well, not really, Graham. And I don't want people to get too excited about this, like, oh my gosh, it's down for the month and so forth. It's only 1 month. I mean, year over year, it is up 2.6%. We can't increase every single month. And also, too, if we break this down, we had a slowdown driven by the exports. Inventories are up. Well, our dollar is stronger, making our products more expensive. Also, too, orders for aircrafts, they dropped 25% because Boeing only had 4 orders last month versus 44 the month before. I mean, gosh, we talk about this MAX 737. Who wants to buy that plane right now?
Right.
They're saying, let's hold off until we find out what this plane is. So that really hurt the orders, I think, quite a bit.
And real quick, before I let you go, Memorial Weekend, of course, we always talk about gas prices. Unfortunately, they're huge for you in California. They're off the charts. But the rest of the country is starting to feel some pain, too.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I mean, here in California, we pay more than $4 a gallon for gas. The rest of the country around $3. So thank you, Sacramento, for doing that to us. But oil prices have increased since January, when it was just under $60 a barrel, has risen to about $70 a barrel. So what's actually happening at the pump? A couple things. One, the gas stations are using a FIFO method of inventory, selling the high-price stuff first. After the weekend, the low-price stuff will come out. But refiners also got hit. A lot of disruptions in the refinery. Great time if you're an investor to buy refiners, but that's what's going on. The higher oil prices on the inventory, and refiners have to increase their prices.
Higher gas prices at the pumps, but on the other side of the coin, I'm hearing the lower prices overall for hotels. So, yeah, right now, it's not a bad time. Not a bad time to be hitting the road. Brent, thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.